Well, welcome to David Herkey's Flight Sims. You join us at Orbic's Welshpool with our brand new aircraft, Ant's CAC Winjeel, Aborigine for Little Eagle. So here we see the Winjeel being pushed out of our hangar. Yep, there's a push feature in the preferences, as you can see. Right click and you can reposition your aircraft as if it's being pushed. Nice little feature. One of a great many features which hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate for you in this video. Hope you enjoy it. This aircraft is an absolute stunner. I'll record and upload it in as high a definition as possible. Gives you the opportunity to read the fantastic interactive instruction manual which you can see displayed on the screen now. And incidentally, that noise you can hear in the background, yep, those are hot air balloons which are part of the scenery, Orbic's Welshpool scenery. The aircraft comes complete with PBR graphics inside and out if you're using P3D version 4.4 plus. The cockpit is also photoreal, as you'll see very shortly. In addition, you'll probably hear a phone ringing in the background. No, it's not my phone, it's actually part of the scenery itself. And yes, you've guessed, with the window open you can hear the outside sounds. Very well modelled indeed. And yes, you've guessed again, the deer does actually stray onto the runway on occasions, which will give you an opportunity to practice your go-arounds. Very nice. So let's pick up from where the last video ended, over at New Zealand Milford Sound, and I'll take you through the aircraft. So welcome to Ant's Winjeel, possibly the best simulation ever that I've ever flown, and certainly in P3D version 4.5 with its PBR graphics, it's superb. Why is it superb? Because the checklist, one of the reasons is because this is absolutely thoroughly interactive. Let me just demonstrate briefly about what I'm on about. Pre-flight, if you click the camera icon, it takes you directly to what you've just asked to look at. Then if you go to the actual position on the outside of the aircraft and click on that, your static covers are removed. Ignition switches takes you back inside the cockpit, and there they are highlighted. Flying controls highlighted, unlocked, trims again highlighted, canopy takes you to the oil tank. Click on that, the cover opens, click on that and you can fill your oil. Flaps are electrically operated. We've no battery power to the servos as yet. Navigation light, pitot head, again with the cover on and without it. Taxi light, tyre. You can do a full inspection this way. Battery door and handle. Battery crank. How about that? There's your battery. And look at the detail. Absolutely superb detail. That is special. Fuel filler cap. Ditto for that, and you can fill your fuel from the hose. Cowl locks. Very special. Moving back the 4 petal doors will reveal the Pratt & Whitney 9-cylinder Junior Wasp radial with 450 horsepower, with direct drive to a Hamilton standard 2-bladed variable pitch prop of 8 foot 3 inches in diameter. Fine is 12 degrees, 25 degrees is coarse pitch. Look at that engine. Fantastic detail. Absolutely gorgeous. Return to VC view. Not a problem. There we go. The Winjeel is a 2 to 3 seat, 4 seat demonstrated in Ant's version. Fixed undercarriage tail dragger. All metal construction with fabric covered control surfaces. The Winjeel was the Royal Australian Air Force's primary piston trainer from 1955 to 1975. Both the RAF used the Winjeel and the RAAF. They specified 3 seats for their post-World War II trainers. There are actually 30 examples of the Winjeel still flying. And this one. Preferences. I go for full realism, so set everything up as for maximum realism. Just go through it. There's 9 pages of preferences alone, even preset radio channels in the modern version. Sounds are phenomenal. He's used a separate C++ gauge outside of FSX, so your sounds are very special indeed. The throttle, well, we've got a detente there which would equate to 33 inches of map, and you can set that to the indent there. Same goes with the mixture. Separate indents for auto rich, auto lean and maximum. You can adjust your position within the cockpit, but if you're using chase plane, which I have but have not got loaded at the moment, you'll load it afterwards, and same with track IR, load that afterwards. This prevents any conflict with the inbuilt view system and chase plane with track IR. So much in this aircraft that is absolutely spot on, and for £12, don't know what that equates to in dollars, probably about $18, $15, something like that. It is a bargain, and one that you must add to your collection and support this guy, because as far as I know he's a one-man programmer and he deserves support for this superb aircraft. This aircraft provides 2 things: a challenge to fly and a chance of ownership. You have to treat it correctly, as if it's your own aircraft. Brakes parked. Flight switch to flight, which gives us our battery. Throttle 1 inch. Propeller control full increase, mixture control, cut off. So I'll start chase plane and track IR, and then you get a better idea of what I'm actually looking at as I'm running through the pre-start and start. So we've now got track IR, as you can see. Continuing with the pre-start, carburettor, we start it on RAM, which gives us top intake straight into the carb. Landing lights were off. Generator field switch is on. Other switches are off. Fuel cop we want on. Boost pump take her up to between 2 to 4 and then off. We're charging the fuel lines. Ignition switch is on. Clear prop. As soon as we run the starter, we'll go to auto rich. But of course, give her some prime first. And if you look on the normal procedures, it even tells you when the primer is okay. Later on you'll see that icing conditions actually come up as well on your procedure pages. This lets you know when to set the carburetor heat. So much in this, it's fantastic. Anyway, have a listen to the engine start. Listen to that. Absolutely superb. Look at that detail. You see the detail on the top comb and this leather look, PVC look. It's certainly not cartoon-like in this cockpit. It's all photoreal. And that gives us the outside temperature versus the carburetor intake temperature. Just press that. Gives you the difference. Everything's modelled here. Okay, let's go and fly a circuit. Pretend we've asked for clearance from the tower. Jet controls are free. And remember, it's stick forward to use the 3 cast-ring tail wheel on brakes left and right. Stick back to engage the tail wheel. We've got normal rotation of the tail wheel on rudders between 8 and 30 degrees. Say between 8 and 30 degrees. This is configurable in the preferences, but it's your choice what level of steering you want on the rudders. Sticks back. Because Ant has used a special external sound system bypassing the P3D sound, as you can see, plus gauge, you can really hear the manifold pressures alter. Flaps are 12 degrees for takeoff, 36 degrees land, and an option for 50 full. The 69 imperial gallons fuel tank, and the weights and arms are adjustable also in the preferences. You can adjust for imaginary passengers and baggage, and adjust your arms as appropriate. So all the weights and balances are simulated, and I think we can say this is the real Macron. Even taxiing is now a challenge. Stick back and control the tail wheel on rudders. So on takeoff, stick fully back, smoothly open the throttle to the indent, giving us 33 inches of map. Keep the aircraft straight, 40 knots, move the control stick forward, raise the tail wheel, and then lift off between 55 and 60. Then reduce to 30 map, 2000 RPM. Aim to climb at 85 knots on 30 inches of map at 2000 RPM. After takeoff checks, flaps up, fuel pump off, carburetor as required. Because you've got this wonderful visibility, you can look all around. It's just a delight. You have to fly it. It will not fly itself. So rejoin, harness locked and tight, fixture auto rich, fuel check contents, make sure our instruments are synchronised and the artificial horizon zero. Downwind we go, brakes on and off, check, mixture auto rich, carb, the takeoff setting, Check fuel is between 4 and 6 psi. Boost pumps on. Check fuel cups on. And pretend we've used the radio to request and get clearance to land. Select flaps landing position. And we can use side slip here very effectively, very nicely. A wheel landing rather than a three-pointer due to the very steep short approach in the mountain and gentle application of the toe brake. And stick forward, cast to the tail wheel and use the brakes to turn. That's a free cast ring tail wheel, brake turn. Stick forward for that. Recast as your tail wheel, stick forward. Stick back, gives you between 8 and 30 degrees of turn on the rudder. And then stick forward. Recast ring tail wheel. And on full realism, don't forget we have to let the engine reach acceptable temperatures before we switch off, otherwise there'll be a heat build-up and we'll get damage to the components, the rubber components inside the engine. How you treat the aircraft, the engine is recorded on each flight and your hours are also recorded. Any performance degradation will gradually show up if you mistreat the aircraft. Want to push? Not a problem. I also think the fact you can display the manual and the preferences on screen makes a big difference to this simulation. The preferences is fully interactive and makes a big difference to the sim. And with the simulation's persistent memory, it will record not only your hours but the engine wear and tear and to the airframe. So just before I go, I'd like to show you the military spotter version which Hunter's modelled. This launches smoke grenades and is great fun. There we go. So we're flying the military spotter flying version, which you can see we're camo, and we have the smoke grenade launcher fitted underneath the aircraft. Demonstrate. That's some we dropped earlier. Spot. Just about that,
sync rate.
Nice cricket field.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Okay. Jumping now. I missed the spot, but you get the idea. If you fire your grenades, don't forget you can reload them. Just press the reset and you'll get 6 more. There they are. Show you. There we are. There we go. 2 by 2. There we go, marking the target. Or very handy if you're doing a circuit and you want to mark a field. You can mark any spot you like. That's quite a long time. Still burning out there in the pastures. Of course you can arm as many sticks as you like, right hand, left arm. Just make sure you set your master arm on before otherwise you won't drop anything. So again, to rearm them, just press reset. There they are. And the back. The detail on that grenade launch is looking superb. Shine on the release wire. Very in detail. Crosswing from the right. accurate in turn using differential braking and castering tail wheel. Should be able to do it in one runway width. Stick forward, right brake, tail wheel casters, and down we go. Magnificent sound from that Wasp Junior around the cylinder radio. It's on the 2 seats, of course, in the military spotter version. Radio equipment takes extra weight. Now we'll do a left turn using tail wheel steering, stick back and left the other. Operates tail wheel steering 30 degrees. As I said earlier, settable between 8 and 30. So the temperatures, pressures look okay for a shutdown. You can model the carburetor heat to the cowl flap setting in P3D, which is what I've done there. Okay, let's shut down. Temperatures are okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed the flight with me in CAC Winjeel aircraft, and hope you agree with me that it's something rather special. For me, it puts the challenge and interest back into flight sim. You have the simulation set to full realism. It will model all the icing, carburetor icing, frame icing, engine wear and tear over time. The maintenance section allows you to perform regular maintenance on a schedule, and if that wasn't enough, it's even available as a download demo so you can try it for yourself before you buy it. Not that it's going to cost you anything like a 737 by that certain company. This is roughly a couple of pints of beer. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Go fly one. Bye for now.